Today we take you to meet Alex Ni, an award-winning music producer, songwriter, and singer. The Taiwanese American grew up in the U.S. and moved to Taiwan 20 years ago. Since then, he's written and produced songs for renowned artists such as Jolin, Tsai, and Elva, Hsiao. Our very own Stephany Yang spoke to Ni to find out more about his journey in the music industry.
From songwriting to arranging, mixing, mastering, and vocal production, Alex Ni does it all. Ni was born in Seattle, Washington. His interest in music started early when he took violin and piano lessons as a child. But Ni's true passion lay in rap and hip-hop music. 20 years ago, after graduating from the University of Washington with a degree in visual arts, he moved to Taiwan, determined to break into the music industry.
I saved some money and got my first digital keyboard synthesizer. And back then, there wasn't the internet, so everything was trial and error, and I had to figure out. I didn't even know how to make sound come out from my keyboard and record it into the computer. There wasn't a tutorial that I could just look up. I had to just figure out everything on my own. But fast forward a couple of years, I had a little demo that I put on a CD. Back then we had CDs, and I had 10 songs. It was really amateur, but one summer I came to Taiwan to visit family. I started giving it out to my friends and letting them hear it, and then one thing led to another, and I was introduced to a manager and then a producer named Jim Lee back then, and that's how it got started.
He initially wanted to work in hip-hop and rap, but he was forced to write ballad-style music because that's what was popular in Taiwan. It wasn't until he built his career that he could produce the music he wanted.
I definitely did not want to write ballads. So I wanted to write hip-hop in the beginning, but moving to Taiwan, that wasn't gonna happen, right? Just being so narrow-minded about only wanting to do hip-hop or rap. And I had to, that was the challenge at first, to kind of expand my taste a little bit and start to absorb the ballads and the boy bands and the hairstyles and the choreography type thing. And yeah, so eventually I started blending what we call Mando pop with the stuff that I originally liked. So that would be hip hop. And more, by then it was more and more EDM as well. Yeah, so eventually that became kind of my, I guess you could call it my signature sound.
Ni's big break came in 2006. He wrote 3 songs for Elva Hsiao's album, including Confession. His EDM style began to receive acclaim, further establishing him as one of the top producers of hip-hop and electronic dance music in the Chinese music industry.
By then I had sold maybe 20 songs, but that was the first time I got to produce. I was featured on the song, and it's the first time I wrote Chinese lyrics. Musically, I was really into, I thought Gwen Stefani at the time was a good fit for where Elva could go with her style. And so I just used some influences from that and put the two together. Came up with my own melody.
In 2014, Ni composed and co-arranged Jolin Tsai's Play. The song won multiple awards.
That was another milestone where, again, I didn't know that it would be that big. I mean, it was my first time working with Jolin, but once the video came out, I was like, wow, that's where I felt like it was going to be big, because she, again, you could see the full force of Jolin's her vision for the song, and the budget they had for all the marketing and the visuals and everything like that, and it became the concept for the whole album as well. So yeah, that song got nominated for a lot of awards. That was my first time getting nominated for Golden Melody as well.
Besides collaborating with Taiwanese stars, Ni has also worked with Korean artists such as G-Friends and NCT. Ni has some advice for aspiring music producers and artists.
Good to know what the trends are, but it's not good to just follow the trends. Because I think, in my opinion, it's really important to figure out what's different about you and to be unique in this industry.
Ni hopes to continue to produce and write music for more artists, both in Taiwan and internationally. He's also on the lookout to discover the next Elva or Jolin. FTV reporter Stephany Yang and Tan Junhao in Taipei.